Today I'm joined by Angus Drummond, the CEO and founder of Limitless Travel. They've kindly recently retained Collingwood to recruit a director of care. And the idea of Angus being here today is to give us a flavour of Limitless, its journey, the culture, etc. So Angus, question one, as a founder and CEO of Limitless Travel, why did you start the company and what is your vision for it?
I started Limitless based upon my own experiences of firstly becoming disabled and then traveling the world with a disability. I was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy in my early 20s, and not knowing what to do with myself, I quickly quit my job and traveled the world. And when I was traveling, I discovered just how difficult it was to travel with a disability, but also found there was no support or help out there. So I wanted to do something about it. I created Limitless. And I wanted to create an organization that meant that people with disabilities would never miss out on the joy and freedom of seeing the world. And my vision is to make travel possible for everybody, no matter their disability, and also to change the travel industry so that we can create a world where accessible travel is the norm, not the exception.
Wow, a very strong purpose. When did you found Limitless? When was it established?
So Limitless Travel was established in 2015. We've recently celebrated our 10th birthday.
Wow, well done. And how would you describe the culture?
So our culture at Limitless is rooted in purpose. We have an incredibly strong mission and vision that everybody here is aligned behind. And everybody that works at Limitless knows they're part of something that really matters, making the world more accessible. And that gives the team huge pride, but it also means we set high standards for ourselves. We push hard for growth and excellence, but we do it with care, empathy, and respect. The culture is values-led. We hold each other accountable to those values, but at the same time, it's a place where you can bring your whole self to work. People often tell me that they love that Limitless feels both professional and human. It's ambitious, but also warm and supportive. And in practical terms, that comes through in how we work across our teams, how we back each other up when it's busy, and how we celebrate our success together. It's a culture of belief in our customers, belief in the mission, and belief in everybody that works there that we can all achieve together.
Fantastic. And obviously it's a very customer-centric business in terms of what you're trying to achieve. What customer feedback are you most proud of?
Everything we do at Limitless is to improve the lives of our customers. And the feedback I'm most proud of is when a guest tells us that they never thought they'd be able to go on holiday again, but with Limitless, we made it possible, and we gave them their old selves back or made them feel like they were able to achieve whatever they wanted to. And at Limitless, it's not just a holiday, it's giving people back experiences they thought were potentially lost forever, such as seeing the sea again or going abroad with their family or simply feeling safe and cared for enough to relax. And we've had guests in tears at the airport because they didn't want to believe they'd ever be able to get on a plane again, but they come back saying it was the best holiday of their life, and you've genuinely changed something for them. So for me, that's the impact we're proudest of, really restoring people's confidence, joy, and independence through travel.
Wow, you give me goosebumps, because I guess a lot of those things people take for granted.
Yes, definitely. I think day to day people take travel for granted, and just the freedom to be able to go and go where you want to. I think for somebody with a disability, it's so stressful, thinking about going on holiday, and then you worry so much about what happens when you're there. You just feel so alone and vulnerable. But with Limitless, we provide such a level of support and reassurance that we remove that vulnerability and essentially take away the shackles of somebody's disability so that they feel free and they can focus on the thing they're meant to focus on, which is enjoying the holiday, not worrying about what's going to go wrong.
Fantastic. So as part of your growth plans, you've created a new role for a director of care. And could you talk us through the difference you want this role to add internally and also the impact you want it to have on customer experience?
So care is at the heart of everything we do at Limitless, and it's central to our culture and to our mission and to our vision. And as we scale, we need to professionalize and strengthen it even further. And the director of care role will make sure that every aspect of our care, from recruitment and training to compliance and delivery on trips, is best in class. Now, internally, that means building robust systems, giving clarity and consistency to the whole team, and raising the confidence of our on-tour team so that they can focus on the guests. It's also about ensuring that our care team feels supported and part of the bigger mission. But externally, it's about the impact on the customers, and that is huge. Our customers trust us to look after them and support them, and that's an incredible responsibility. This role ensures that we not only meet that trust but exceed it. We need our guests to feel safe, supported and free to enjoy their holiday without worry, to give customers and their families true peace of mind that their care needs are not just met, but they are anticipated and understood, to give them that freedom and that independence that they so strongly crave and deserve.
Okay. And 10 years on since you started Limitless, why is it a good time to join now?
It's a hugely exciting time for us at Limitless. As you said, we're celebrating our 10th year, and we've just secured significant investment. At Limitless, we've really built the foundations for a company that is able to go and achieve the mission that I set out 10 years ago. And now we're in a position to scale the business fast with new roles, new products, and new partnerships. And the opportunity to join now means that you can join the business still early enough to be in its infancy, but at a point where we're able to really transform the world for disabled people and shape our next phase of growth. This will be able to mark you and position you in a business that's pioneering accessible travel globally, and that you will be at the heart of that and the core of that and play a fundamental role in our success.
You're certainly being part of a market disruptor as well.
Yes, definitely. I mean, what we are doing is unique. There's nobody in travel who's doing something like we're doing, or nobody in the world of disability. For us, it's not just about creating a travel company that caters to disabled people, but creating a company so good for people with disabilities. It sets the benchmark in the wider world and the wider industry to demonstrate that by the level of service and care and hospitality that we provide our guests, we can deliver something truly transformational that will then make other industries and other companies take note and want to be able to provide a similar level of service. And for me, that's the way that we solve some of the problems that exist in society, through incredible, responsible and positive entrepreneurship.
Yeah, definitely stepping outside the comfort zone. And I guess in that respect, from a leadership point of view, what's been your proudest moment as a leader through the 10 years?
I think for me, one of the proudest moments has been seeing how the team has grown and seeing how the people that work at Limitless have developed so much and developed into leaders themselves. Really watching people learn, push themselves and step up to basically be the best that they can be, to own and take responsibility and accountability for their work, and really to thrive in roles they might not have been thought possible when they first joined. For me, that's incredibly rewarding. Leadership is about unlocking other people's potential. And when I see that happens across the business, it makes me so proud.
Fantastic. And if you could give yourself one piece of advice, having lots of learnings over the last 10 years, what piece of advice would you give yourself?
It's a really good question. I think looking back to when I started the business, it's been a difficult journey at times, and it's been a long journey. But I would really make sure that I would enjoy the ride as much as possible. It's not about the end result, it's about the journey that you're on. And I think when you're building something special, it's easy to get caught up in the challenges and pressures of day to day. But the truth is, it's an incredible privilege, to lead a business with a mission like this, to create a culture that we have and to support the guests in the way that we do. So I tell myself to step back more often, appreciate the journey and celebrate the small wins along the way, because we are doing something truly unique. Growing an incredible business like this with brilliant people whilst changing the lives for disabled people. I just don't think you can get that combination anywhere else. And this is an incredibly rare situation. And I just want to make the most of it.
And then the fact is, the journey doesn't really end. So you have to enjoy now. Exactly.
Yeah. I think it's never about the end goal. It's about how you get there. And that's ultimately why I love travel. For me, travel is not necessarily about the destination, but it's about the journey to get there.
Right. That's been really insightful, and I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Doug.